Good morning, guys. Welcome to Mountain Homestead. It's been a while since I've been on here. There really hasn't been much to show. I just been working a lot, and we kind of had a heat wave here in Northern California. 1 week was 106 to 109, so I just didn't feel like doing anything, and I haven't done anything other than really work and just stay home. So I am going to show you the garden in a little bit before. I'll probably do it after I mow. Yeah, I haven't even wanted to mow. So anyways, I'm going to show you what I predicted to be true on the tomato cages, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Again, I'm going to show you after I mow, but I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you my little garden haul, and then what I picked up from a farm stand and the farmer's market, and what I plan on doing with it. I don't know if it'll make it into this video or not, depending on how long this video is, so hold on just a second. Okay, so I picked tomatillos yesterday. They're starting to ripen. So this is about like golf ball size. I'm going to probably use all of these because the recipe that I found on YouTube, the gal used 18 regular sized tomatillos, and there's lots of little guys in there. So I'm just going to use all of these to make a batch of enchilada sauce, so I can make chicken enchiladas for supper either tonight or tomorrow night. And then at the farm stand, I got one white onion. It was harvested yesterday because I follow them on Facebook, so I know when he stocks the farm stand fresh. And then I went and actually picked the cilantro out of their garden beds. So yeah, this was $1 for a handful. This was $1. And then I went to the farmer's market because he didn't have garlic. I don't know if he's going to have garlic, but went to the farmer's market, and then I got two hardneck bulbs. These are the hardneck. So yeah, those were a little expensive, so I need to make sure those don't go to waste. These were $2 a piece, so $4 worth of garlic right there. And then at the grocery store, because jalapenos aren't ripening yet, I picked up 2 jalapenos from the grocery store and 2 limes. So yeah, I'm going to make a batch of enchilada sauce later. I do have to work this afternoon, so I should be able to get this done before I have to go to work. But then I've been getting some tomatoes, so I'll just use those for fresh eating. And then a client gave me a zucchini. So that's all I really have for inside. And I might show you the process of this. If not, I'll show you when I'm done. It's basically tomatillos, onion, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno, and lime. All these items. And then chicken bouillon. And then I have a clean product of chicken bouillon. I think it's by Clean Monday Meals. I'll show you when the time comes. But yeah, that's it. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to shut this off, go change, and then we'll go out back and I will show you when I'm all done. I decided to go ahead and show it before. So I need to deadhead some roses. Take this off of there. That's one of the sweet potatoes. Deadhead more roses. Here is the jungle of things. And let's see. So we've got lots of melons in here. Oh my gosh. And these are not Tuscan. These are cassava melons. So they'll be fine. And then there's more honeydews growing in there. Hopefully they get bigger now that it's warmer. But yeah, this is just a huge mess. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. But there's the jungle. There's some ripe tomatoes, the snacking peppers. But yeah, look at these cages. They just collapsed. So I will save them for peppers, and then next year I will build tomato cages like I should have known, but I was hopeful. But now I can share that these are failures, unless you want to get like determinate tomatoes. These are indeterminate. So they're on the ground. I'm just going to let them do their thing. They're sitting on landscape fabric, so at least they're not touching grass. And then that tomato I'm going to pull today because it doesn't look right and it just isn't growing right. So I'm going to pull it and get rid of the soil, and then shut the water off to it. And then I'll get more soil. What I'll do is I'll sterilize the pot with like a diluted bleach mixture when I go to replant in it. So, but here's the rest of the tomatoes. Here's the sweet potatoes. They're finally starting to take off. I don't know if you can see a shadow or not, but so there's 3 sweet potato plants in there, and they're starting to kind of get with it. They're gonna mix with the melons, and that's just how it's gonna have to be. So, but yeah, there's 2 honeydew right down there. You can see there's 2 right down there. There's one right there. There's one right there. Yeah, one right there. And these are already bigger than the ones that I had gotten earlier. They were just stunted because I planted them too soon. But I need to come here and get through cobwebs. There's more sweet potatoes. But yeah, look at this. This is just not, it's just not growing right. So I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to actually put it in a bag and throw it away. I'm not going to put it in the green waste container. But you guys, some of these tomatoes are monsters. Look at so there's one right here. Look at this. Look at this. That's probably the biggest tomato I have ever grown. That is as big as a softball. There's one there. There's one down here. It's not as big. There's another one right there. They're just huge. I mean, look at these. Look at this. This one has gotten eaten on the other side, but yeah, they're just huge. And there's no tomato worms on here, so I don't know what's eating them. But yeah, these are really coming on good. There's some more ripe ones. I did try to stake these up a little bit, but it didn't turn out so good. But yeah, they're just monsters. And then these cages are a joke. These I never did do much with the twigs. So again, they're on the ground. It just is what it is. Those are Amish paste, I think. No, I don't remember. Yeah, that's Amish. That's supposed to be Amish paste, but there's no way that's Amish paste. Oh no, these are Amish paste. These 3 right here. So that one's getting pulled. So I'll have 2 Amish paste. And there's lots of tomatoes down there. Lots of tomatoes on here. Sorry for the shadow again. But yeah, look at these tomatoes. Look at that. Huge. These are just crazy. So I should get some salsa out of these, that's for sure. But look at that. The cherry tomatoes are just taking off like crazy. That heat that we got scalded them. So I may have to get some... Oh, we got a cat fight in the neighborhood. I may have to get some screen, black screen, just to drape over them. But yeah, here's the cherry tomatoes. Been getting lots of those. Been sharing some with the neighbor. Let's see. Tomatillos, this is where I've been getting from. I'll have to do another, see if there's any more in here before I make the batch of enchilada sauce. I'll come through here and see what's ready. And then just go from there. See, I think I am going to pull the basil because it went to seed. And then I'm going to pull the parsley because for some reason this pot cannot, that's the second time I've tried parsley in there and it's just not, I have no idea. Either it's not draining very well or I don't know, it just doesn't like it. So, and then yeah, I'm going to mow this business. Let's see. Oh, Poppy did a thing the other day and I didn't realize it was her. But she, I noticed this was all tore apart. She's in there looking for pecans. So I'm going to clean that all up and put the brick back. And I need to come through here and do some weeding. There's lots of stuff. I just haven't felt like doing it the last couple of weeks, to be honest. I just haven't. Needs deadhead geraniums. I just need to water and then I need to weed this business. There's a volunteer pecan tree. I need to pull that and then just weed all this. So, and then just do some cleanup. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. while it's nice out here. Volunteer pecan tree. Right there. The dahlias are getting ready to do their thing. The impatiens, yeah, they just need some water. I can plant the Easter lily now. And then I don't know what these lilies are doing, but I'll just water them and see if they'll bounce back. Yeah, everything just needs a good drink of water, so I might do that first before I mow. So anyways, I will come back after most of the stuff is cleaned up. I'm not going to get it all cleaned up today, but I need to get that tarp folded up and put away because it hasn't rained now and it's not anywhere near water, so need to do that. And yeah, so like I said, just real life over here. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It's a couple hours later. I got it all mowed and weed-eated. I got everything watered. Let's see, I did move the seating area underneath the tree. So, and there's going to be bright lights, sorry about that. But my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter gave me a tablecloth for, I think, Mother's Day. So I went ahead and just put it on there. I need to get different pillow covers, but it's fine. It's all summer. And then I redid the mosquito traps, the Tom's Triple T. Where is it? Right back there somewhere. Right there. And then I'm going to get zinnias planted in tonight. I found out from the neighbor that he thinks that it's a raccoon because they have a plant that was trampled over there, and he said every once in a while raccoons come through, and that would make sense because I didn't think Poppy could move those bricks. She hadn't up until now. So I got some weeding done over there. I think I'm going to put like some square planters and then, I don't know, put some flowers in there maybe. We'll see. Right now I'm just going to leave it. Got everything watered in. Let's see, I did not get the tomato plant pulled, but I did get more tomatillos collected. I gave the neighbors some tomatoes. Yeah, and just got everything cleaned up a little bit. I got some cobwebs taken down. Now I'm just watering. So, and Poppy's enjoying some shade as well. Everything else needed a good drink of water. But, and then there was some white geranium casualties from pulling the pecan tree suckers, so I went ahead and getting those rooted in. I moved a plant from the porch over to here, and then I'm going to plant lavender in pots and put it on the porch steps, but I'm not doing that until this evening. I'll get some zinnias planted in this area because this area does get sun. This right here gets afternoon sun and morning sun, so hopefully that'll be enough sun for the zinnias. If I'm adventurous enough, I'll get the square planters put in over there sooner than later, and then I could plant the zinnias in there, but we'll see. Poppy a bowl of water for those wondering if she gets water while she's out here. Got me some iced tea. Anyways, I'm not going to do much more because I have to go to work in a couple hours, so I'm going to go in and have some lunch and rest a little bit, but I do need to come out here and get all these big tree suckers. Oh, and I did prune some of the lower hanging big branches that would have been in my way walking to the table here. Oh, I got that blue tarp dried out and put away. Clothes on the line. So yeah, it's just kind of just regular old yard cleanup, guys. That's all I got for you right now. I did go to the thrift store the other day because I needed some clothes with losing weight. I'm losing inches now, so some of my clothes were looking a little too baggy, so I just went to the thrift store and got a few things, but nothing really to do a video on. But this is it. This is, I don't even think we're still the first day of summer yet. Oh, and I did move the maple over there, and it was clogged because it was the soil was really damp and I hadn't watered it all week, so I just took a stick and put it through the bottom drain holes, and the yucky water drained out, so it's not going to have to be watered for probably a few days for sure, but I'll check it. And if I think it gets too much morning sun, which it shouldn't, it's no different than the hydrangea that it's right next to. So the hydrangea's right there. So if the hydrangea can handle it, then the maple should be able to too. So I still need to prune the geranium, but that's an evening chore. So, yep, that's where we're at. So, hope you enjoyed the video. It's just same old, same old. Hopefully soon I'll have some different content for you, but for right now, this is what I got. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and sticking around. I did lose a couple subscribers, but that's okay. It is what it is. So have a great weekend, and if I don't see you before the 4th of July, have a safe and wonderful and blessed 4th of July with your family. Alrighty, thanks, guys. Bye.